All right, so let's talk about how to increase your views on your Facebook Lives. Okay, so like these days, you may have noticed that your Facebook Lives aren't getting a whole lot of show ups like it used to. Meaning people are actually showing up to the live, not just the replay, but the actual live itself. When Facebook Lives uh, was like a new feature on Facebook, maybe about a year or two ago. I forgot when they rolled out the Facebook Lives. But when it was a new feature, the minute you would go live, Facebook would send out a notification to all of your friends, and not just your friends. I believe they sent them out to other people as well that weren't even a friend of yours on Facebook, okay? But they sent them out to a bunch of people and would basically push your live out to a whole lot of people, okay? Because Facebook likes to promote all their new features, right? And they usually give priority to the new features that they roll out. Okay. So back a little over a year or so ago, you could go live, and you would get a whole handful of people that would pop on your lives. Okay, but these days it's not like that anymore. I'm not sure if you've noticed, and even the people that are that do very what you do pretty good and have a huge following, even they have seen a big decline in the amount of people that they get showing up on their Facebook lives. Okay, um, you're but for people who are, especially people who are just starting out, or maybe they don't have a huge following yet, they're still building their following or whatever, you're lucky if you get even a few people who are hopping on your actual lives. Okay. Um, and I'm talking like if you just go live, okay, without any kind of promotion or anything like that. Just say you decide that you want to do a Facebook Live, boom, you do a Facebook Live. That's what I'm talking about, okay? But now, I mean, there is a way to get more people to show up to your Facebook Lives. It's just going to take a little work these days, okay? And I'm going to share that with you right now. So, now there's a couple ways that you can actually do this, okay? For those of you who have an email list, there's a method that you can use to get people to show up to your lives. And then there's also, for those of you who do not have an email list, which I highly recommend, it's so important these days to have an email list because you never know when social media is going to, Facebook could shut your profile down like that, and you've lost all the traction that you built. You lost your following. An email list you own, right? You're not going to lose your email list. Unless, of course, you don't pay your monthly subscription. So anyway, there's a couple ways to do this. If you have an email list, which I highly recommend you start building one today, right? You can do it through your email list, and you can also do it through interest posts, commenting. I'm going to go over both of them, okay? So first, let's talk email lists. What you want to do, and this is what I do, all right, is you are going to send an email to your list 24 hours before you plan on going live, okay? And then you're going to send them another email the day of your Facebook Live, 1 hour before you go live. And then you're going to send them another email 15 minutes before you go live. And then you can even send them another, some people do, it depends. Depends on what I got going on that day. Normally, after 15, I'll do 15 minutes before I go live, and that's it. Some people will do even 5 minutes before they go live. And some people actually send emails after they've gone live. Like 5 minutes into their live, obviously you'll have it ready to go. You just press send. I don't do that. But sometimes I will send an email 5 minutes before I go live. But for the most part, it's 24 hours before you go live, 1 hour the day of your Facebook Live, before you go live, 15 minutes before you go live, okay? And then you can do 5 minutes before you go live, okay? Now remember, your email subject lines are also important here, okay? Because you want to actually have them open your emails. There's no point in sending an email if they're not going to open them, right? So what I find best, this is what works for me, okay? I keep it simple, right? You do not need to like put a subject line where you're telling them, you're giving them false expectations or you're clickbaiting them, so to speak, like you're not throwing in huge numbers like, you're going to make $5,000 in your next 24 hours if you watch my Facebook Live. People can see through the bullshit, and this could actually hurt your open rate. And clickbait, might get you more people opening your emails, but it's definitely not going to get more people on your Facebook Lives. Okay? You just want to be real, be authentic, and keep it simple. Okay? So, for instance, 24 hours before I go live, my email subject line will basically describe what my Facebook Live is going to be about. Okay? And then after that, so like if I'm having let's say I'm getting ready to do a 3-day challenge or whatever, I really can't use that as an example because I would actually start emailing people a week or so before. So let's say I'm doing a workshop on, I don't know, an attraction marketing workshop or something, okay? And so 24 hours before I plan on doing that, I'll send an email like, hey, join us tomorrow at such and such time for, learn how to crush your leads, sales, and signups through attraction marketing, right? Simple. I'm just telling them what the Facebook Live is going to be about, all right? And then after that, and again, I'll just keep it simple here, like the day of, I will send them something like, join us in an hour for whatever the workshop name is, or you don't want to miss out on this if you are struggling, come join us, or just something simple, if you would like to learn how to generate more leads in your business, join us in an hour, or, or just something as simple as, are you ready? And then, another thing that works really good is emojis. I always do emojis because it kind of makes your emails stand out amongst all the other emails, because no doubt people are just subscribing to a bunch of different emails, and you know how easy it is for your email to get lost in the shuffle of things. So emojis help things stand out too. Okay. Now, what if you don't have an email list? Well, then you can use interest posts and commenting. All right. And again, you really want to be building your email list. I cannot stress enough how important that is. But interest posts work well too. Okay. The ones that work the best are the ones that you're going to raise curiosity. You're going to get people to comment on your posts. Okay. And that way you can comment back on their comments, and get the more that the commenting goes, the more Facebook's going to push that post out to more people, and you're going to get more people where you can invite them to your Facebook Live. Okay, so it works a little bit like this. Oh, and you want to use the best posts that work are the ones that you put on the Facebook's colored background posts. Click to make a post, there's a little, I don't know off the top of my head, there's a little thing that you press, you know what they are, some of them have the avatar on them, and other ones are just colored background. So when you click on it to make a post, you'll see it there, just click on there's a little icon, and then it will bring up a whole list of different colors that you can use. Those work best, okay, they really draws people's attention, so want to use them. And then like an example would be something like, say you're going to do a Facebook Live on how to generate daily sales. Maybe you're going to give some tips or a strategy or something like that. Okay, so you could do a post on a colored background, an interest post that says something like, who is interested in learning how to make sales every day? Drop me a yes below, or comment me below. Right? Or raise your hand, and then you can put that little emoji with the person's raising their hand. Those work pretty well. This gets people commenting. So, as people are commenting, hey, me, I'd be interested in learning how to make sales every day, or yes, me, you were going to go and reply back to every single person's comment, okay? And it can be the same comment, Now you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to get in trouble with Facebook, but you can use the same comment. Just maybe change it up a little bit. I'll be like something like awesome, and then I'll leave the same comment, or that's so great, and then leave the same the same comment. As long as you have a couple words that are different, you'll be fine, and don't go too fast. But you're gonna want to post on every single person's comment, and just let them know, okay, great, I'm having a Facebook Live workshop on whatever it is that your interest post is about on such and such, tomorrow at such and such time. Okay, just let them know the time. All right. And then you're just going to do that for every single person who comments back. Awesome. Okay, I'm having a Facebook Live tomorrow at such and such time on that, where I'm going to show you, how to generate sales every day. And we'd love for you to join us. So with interest posts, you can actually post an interest post a few days before your planned Facebook Live, and that way you have some time to work that post, comment back to all the comments that you get. And then again, every time you comment or somebody comments and you comment, Facebook's going to push that post out to more people because you're getting engagement, okay? And you'll get more people that you can let know about your Facebook Live. So now, the day of your Facebook Live, as close to the time as possible that you can to when you plan on doing your live. Like if you can do this like an hour or so before your Facebook Live, even better, because you're catching people then at that moment. You're going to go back again to all the people who have commented on your interest post and you've already replied to once, right? You're going to go back and you're going to make sure you tag them by clicking on under their name on the comments. Click reply. That way it tags their name, and you're just going to send them a little reminder, right? Okay, this my Facebook Live starts in an hour. I hope you join me, right here on my profile, or if you're in a group and you're doing this, right here in my group, or wherever you're doing your Facebook Live. Let them know, you start. Just give them a reminder of the time, okay? Basically, so you're going back and you're replying to the same people, just giving them a reminder. Hey, don't forget to join us at this time. We start in an hour. All right, and then again, Facebook's going to push this out to more people. All right, and people that are commenting, they're going to start seeing the comments. And they're going to, so if have a chance to reply back to them, they're still going to read that you're having a Facebook Live on this workshop, on your profile or in your group. All right. So that is a way to get more people to your Facebook Lives, because it's not as easy as just clicking on live and having a whole bunch of people show up to your Facebook Lives. That ain't going to happen anymore these days, unless you have a huge following and you've built that trust, and people absolutely adore you, and they can't wait to get on your stuff. The minute you go live, they're like stalking you, and okay, yay, and then jump on. But unless it's like that, you got to work a little bit to get people to show up to your lives, okay? And this is just a good strategy to do that. All right. So hope this helps you. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need help with anything, I'm always here for you guys. And thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.